running for Team Jackie for pancreatic cancer research. Jackie was a close friend of ours, and we just wanted to do our bit and not run before in my life. So, in fact, the first I've run before was 5k. So it's a big challenge to do this half marathon today, but worth every penny.
We're running for Team Jackie. It's quite cold. We've got to run in shorts and a tutu and hold hands. Is that right?
Hold hands at the finish.
I'm running in memory of my very dear friend Jackie, who died last year from pancreatic cancer. So we're doing it all to get as much money as we can for pancreatic cancer research.
When David first started talking about Team Jackie and what we were going to be doing, he thought that 20 people might just run with him.
It's just turned into this thing where we've now got hundreds of people who are going to be running on her behalf and collecting a huge amount of money to support the cause of either kind of prevention or cure for pancreatic cancer.
And it started off really as something that Jackie wanted to do herself. She said that if she was well enough, she'd like to do this and raise money for pancreatic cancer research. She wasn't here to do it, but it just felt like something we should do, a great idea. Never expected this amount of people, just being totally overwhelmed by the amount of support. It's incredible.
I think it's really good that everyone feels inspired to run a half marathon because of our mum, because she was a really nice person, and I think it's really good that everyone feels inspired by her to run a very long distance, which I would never dream of running.
I didn't actually know that many people would run just for Mum, so it's quite amazing that all those people signed up.
I think the biggest we've had before was about 10 from a family and a group of friends, but this exceeds that by miles. It's absolutely astonishing.
You only had to be at Jackie's funeral to realise how many people loved her and how many lives she touched.
Whenever I think of Jackie, she acts as a source of real inspiration to step up, do things that matter with a smile on your face and with people that you care about.
She wanted you to be your best at whatever you could be.
She was always interested in people around her. And she always had a wise word that you would reflect on and could take something from.
Pancreatic cancer is one of the sort of forgotten cancers. It's almost criminally underfunded. No progress has been made on it in 40 years.
We learned from watching Jackie quite how tough the course of pancreatic cancer is. Certainly Jackie is one of the strongest people I've ever known mentally and physically, actually. A strong person, fit person physically, but how it took a toll on her was just devastating to watch.
I'd really like to raise £90,000 because that would allow us to fund a 3-year research project into pancreatic cancer research, and it would be something very tangible, specific, but most of all it would be something hopeful. It was, for the next 3 years we could have hope that what we're doing here in Bath can actually make a difference.
That sea of red shirts with her face on the back at the weekend will be a fitting tribute to her legacy.
Team Jackie! We're ready, let's go! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
If Jackie could see us all running the Bath Half, she would first and foremost think it's just hysterically funny. The fact that there's so many people who've never run before, she would also be hugely proud of the efforts of all of us, I think, and of course she'd be cheering from the side.
We'd think it was deeply hilarious, given most of us are non-runners and have never run in our lives, so I think you would find that whole thing very entertaining. And I think she would be moved and very touched that actually both the people who were very close to her and people who weren't so close to her, have been moved in a way that means that they want to participate.
3, 2, 1. My own daughters wanted to do something and they're not old enough to run in the half marathon, so they're able to run in the fun run.
It's one thing for the adults to go and do something, but actually to make sure that the children are included is really important. and I think actually is probably really important for Jackie. She was a real family person, adored her girls, so the fact that actually they'll be doing something with their friends as well to celebrate her life, I think is just really special.
Bizarrely, the first 6 or 7 miles I actually quite enjoyed, because there's so much support, so many people clapping. There were like 2 drumming bands, there was a rock band, lots of people just cheering. Felt great. And I got to about mile 11 and I really felt, not good.
I did a bit of running and a bit of walking. No, I did a bit of running and a lot of walking. But it was great, and I could hear people in the crowd saying, oh look, there's another Team Jackie person.
We sort of ran and power walked in the fun run. It was really good fun because we were together the whole way round and we were just laughing and raising money and just generally having fun.
I'm just really pleased to have been able to do something, because I couldn't, obviously, we couldn't do anything about Jackie's cancer, so it was just really nice to be able to do something.
When I was doing my run, and it was quite painful at times, I just thought of what Jackie in that last year had gone through, and her courage and her dignity and her lovely spirit.
When we found out Jackie she was a fighter, she gave it as good as she could, but at the end of the day, there just isn't the treatment out there, to cure it these days, and we need more research done to do it. So when David got us in the pub one night and said, how about running a half marathon, we said yes. I won't be going for a drink with him again.
David caught me in the pub. I've had a drink too many. And he said, oh, go on, you're going to do it. And I just thought, well, I need to get a bit fitter, so why not? And then woke up next morning thinking, what have you done?
I had this problem with my legs. My breathing was okay, my head was okay, my heart seemed to be working, but my legs seemed to become detached at the hip area. And I have to say, I've never run that far in my life, ever. So today is quite an achievement for me, and I know Jackie would be proud of me.
When I was following somebody, I was running behind them and I was looking at Jackie's face on the back of their t-shirt, and the way that the t-shirt moved, I could see Jackie laughing, and I just thought, you're laughing at us now, you're really laughing.
She was going to walk this marathon if she could, and she wasn't there today, and I kept looking at the t-shirts with her face on the back and thinking, just keep going.
Well, she touched many, many people's lives, and she was an incredible woman. She, was my role model, a mentor, and became a very, very close friend of mine, and she changed my life in many ways. And I know that she's done it for all these other people. Her family and her sisters here today, and David, they knew that anyway, but this is just a lovely way to kind of demonstrate that.
The 300 people that have taken part in Team Jackie is a phenomenal organisation that has been put together by Dave, and lots of other people have helped him, and it is a real credit, and there's a lot of money been raised. It's a fantastic opportunity to raise awareness also of pancreatic cancer.
I think the amount of money that's been raised is fantastic.
I think it's amazing that we raised so much money. It's good seeing people putting money in the pot because it's going to go to a good cause. It's amazing that we raised lots of money for cancer research.
I understand that it's been about 90,000 so far. That's just fantastic.
David's target was £50,000. We've long passed that, so we've started talking very seriously about the fact that can fund a PhD studentship, which would be part of a project, and then that's quite amazing, both in terms of the achievement, but also what it can mean for the family and the friends and everyone who's been part of raising that amount of money, because they can see in a very specific, tangible way what their efforts are going towards.
If raising money means that there's research and people can understand more about how it's caused and why the cancer's so aggressive, then that's hopefully how some improvements in the statistics will be made, and then other families who have somebody young who's got it won't have to go through the same thing that we've all gone through.
If we can do anything to make one individual not go through that again, then we've achieved something.
I think Team Jackie is here to stay. I think it's a way of us continuing to support a cause that is very dear to David, to the girls and to everyone who knew Jackie.
One of the great things about Team Jackie is just how it's brought everyone together to have fun. Yes, we've got a really serious purpose here. We really want to make a difference, but actually there's just an amazing group of people, which is unsurprising really, given that they're most of Jackie's friends and colleagues. They're just a great group of people. It's been great to get to know. They've got to know each other, and we have had a lot of fun.
I think in 10 years' time this will be a very good special event that I'll be able to look back on and be proud that we all did it.